Hey friends, and welcome back to the Reddit Rainbow. I have one more story, so if you haven't re-upped, please re-up. Because this man, am I the asshole for telling my wife that I would be perfectly capable of doing what she does? Y'all, buckle up. I, 30 male, have a wife, 30 female, and a daughter, 7 female. I work in finance and my wife is a stay-at-home mom as I earn sufficient for the both of us. My wife is a great stay-at-home mom and takes great care of our house. I was lucky to buy a home as I earn well in a medium cost of living city. I love my wife, but she finds it humorous to say that I am incapable of doing household tasks. We had agreed that she would do them when we decided she would stay at home, but I do stuff occasionally when we're both home if she asks me to. But then if I say load the dishwasher for her, she will claim I did it wrong just because I do it different than she does. It still cleans well. The other day we were eating and she told me about her day and how she went grocery shopping and optimized the cost by buying specific items at specific stores and accounting for the cost of traveling to each store. And she made an offhanded remark that I would never have been able to do that, and said it in what would you ever do without me kind of way. First of all, just on the really real, she sounds bored. And also, if you're not used to it, then I don't think you could do what she's doing, you know what I mean? Because she's had time to figure all this out. I don't know. Also, how much you want to bet that you say you throw shit like this at her all the time? Well, I pay all the bills. What do you think about that? You can't live without me. Like, I bet you he said some shit like that to her before. Also, I don't know about y'all, but have y'all heard of people who like play like this? There's always a hint of truth to the playing, you know what I'm saying? I've only had bad experiences with this kind of playing, you know what I'm saying? But some people it works. Some people it works. This doesn't seem like one of them though. I replied back saying that of course I could do it. I handle complex decisions and calculations at my work as I work in finance. That's all right. It's not the same thing. I handle complex decisions and calculations at my work as I work in finance, and that I have a master's degree, and what I do involves more intellect than household operations. Even though I acknowledge and appreciate what she does, I would be capable if the roles were reversed. Also, it's giving Mojo Jojo. And are you doing a job interview with your wife? Like, I don't understand. She got angry and seemed to think I was calling her stupid when I wasn't, and then cried, and now I feel like an asshole because you are. She said that she was a very good student and had she graduated, she would be in my position as well. My wife and I met in college, but she was an international student studying physics and computer science, and she had issues with her loan from her home country and could not afford to complete it, and we got married then so she could stay. Initially, she wanted to complete it later after finding the funds, but she agreed to be a stay-at-home mom when I got a good job, and I appreciate that a lot as we are able to have a kid early on, even while I was both completing my master's and working full-time. So your wife gave up her entire life and career for you to treat her like this? Okay. This took a horrible turn. Let's just read some of these comments. So this person is like, so info, and then they quoted the OP. Initially, she wanted to complete it later after finding the funds, but they highlighted, I appreciate that a lot as we were able to have a kid early on. And then the person goes on to say, how is that a benefit? If you waited to have kids, she would have her degree. This person responded saying, plus she was studying physics and computer science. It doesn't sound like she's not highly intelligent and probably wasting away at home doing chores. Right, I was like, she's not bored, bro. Maybe the benefit to him is that she's trapped. Ooh. This is the thing people who say stuff like OP do not get. Even if you can shop for the stupid groceries or pack the kids' lunches, unless you're willing to give up everything she gave up, you actually demonstrably cannot do her job. You literally can't. You find the cost and the sacrifice too steep, too high, so you literally can't do it. She paid in her own hopes, dreams, goals, desires, and unless you can do that extremely painful thing and do the groceries and the lunches and the bedtime, you cannot do her job. Many people in these comments have suggested he do just that, and he says no. So put your money where your mouth is or stop lying. It's that simple. Absolutely, right? It's so obvious that he throws his degree in her face all the time. You know what I'm saying? He did it in the post. You know what I mean? He sounds exhausting. Not to mention how fucking annoying it is to me when people are like, oh, being a stay-at-home mom is so easy. No, it's not. It might sound easy to you, but it is emotionally just exhausting. You go to work and you get off work and you don't have to work no more. When you are a parent, it is 25/8. I am so blessed that my kids are pretty independent. You know what I'm saying? But I know so many people whose kids were just underfoot all the time. I need to be with mommy while she takes a shit. I need to be in the bathroom while mommy's taking a shower. I need to sleep with mommy and daddy. I'm so thankful that my children weren't like that. But some kids are. And you never get a moment to yourself, even when they're 18 and older, even when they're an adult, you know, like I stayed at my parents' house, you know what I mean? Feed me, you know what I'm saying? I'm hungry, I'm broken young, you know what I'm saying? It never ends, right? And it's so wild to me that so many men who want their wives to have their babies are so fucking hands off that they don't even know their kids' birthdays, where they go to school, how to spell their names. I heard as soon as one of them knocked on the door while you was taking a nap, my dude, you would have been done. Okay, not to mention you're not just rearing them physically, you're trying to build them emotionally, socially, trying to make sure that they're not little unalivers, you know what I'm saying? Trying to make sure that your kid isn't going to go do something heinous. There's just so much on a mom's shoulders, on a parent's shoulders. But I'm talking about moms right now, okay? Once that child does something heinous or awful or sad or terrible, they're gonna be like, where was his fucking mother? Where was her fucking mother, you know? So no, you can't do it. And I'm sorry for being a little ranty. It's just so frustrating, you know, like unless you've lived that life, it is so annoying to hear this fucking dated, unoriginal ass take. Anyway, I can't wait to read your guys' thoughts. I'm gonna go ahead and lay down now. I hope y'all have a good night, and I'll keep y'all posted about my leg if y'all want me to. My leg!